there YouTube, Franshopper here. It's Friday, March the 8th, and I've got an unboxing for you. This is the brand new Roku 3. This came out just this week, and I decided to pick one up. This is actually my third Roku. I've got two Roku 2 XDs, and now a Roku 3. So I've cheated and gone ahead and taken this out of the box that it shipped in and cut some plastic on the ends. So let's take a look at it. So this is new. First thing that's new is there's now some important battery instructions. Roku sent an email out with all this, I think last week. So I guess they might be having a problem with battery handling or something, but oh well. So this is the front of the box. It's just like pretty much all the other boxes, except accounting for the fact that it's the 3. That's the top. Here is the left side, which of course the Next 5 doesn't want to focus on at all. So, well, there we go. So what's included? You've got the actual Roku 3 in-ear headphones, since this now has a headphone jack on the remote. The enhanced remote control, the new one for the Roku 3, 2 AA batteries. I think the Roku 2s took AAA, but I might be mistaken. But I do like AA because I've got a ton of rechargeable AA's. Power adapter, getting started guide, free Angry Birds game. I believe this time it's Angry Birds Space. So what you're going to need is HD TV with HDMI input. The Roku 3 is HDMI only. This will not work with a standard definition TV, and there is no video cable included at all, so you will need your own HDMI cable. High-speed internet, wireless or wired router. This does have an Ethernet port in the back of it, so if you want to hook it up over wired, you can do that. And learn more, Roku.com. So on the right side, this is just some text about the Roku 3. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause. So there are the features. Go ahead and pause if you want to read that as well. And then here is the back. If you want to read this, pause again. And on the bottom is the serial number and some legal text, so I'm going to skip that bit. So, I'm going to set the camera down to get the top off, since it is a bit tricky. So, be right back. Okay, so now that we've got the top off, this is what it looks like. This is going to be fun. Indeed it is, especially with the newly revamped user interface. I'm not sure what this number is over here, but some number, nothing over there. And if we flip it up, nothing there as well. So this is, of course, the getting started guide. It's probably just like any of the other ones, a couple simple steps to get it up and running. This is the new remote, which apparently, there we go. I think that'll get it. This is its wrist strap. There we go. Some plastic just flew off in the process of that. So this is the new enhanced remote. This is kind of an upgrade of the gaming remote. This is what it looks like. D-pad here, and these are clicky now. They're not squishy like the Roku 2 XD's remote like I'm used to. Clicky button for OK down there. Quick replay, that goes back I think 30 seconds or so. Options, play, pause, reverse, fast forward, A, B. Like this is the light to indicate that it's in use or something like that. I forget if it's like sync light, what exactly Roku calls it. This is the headphone jack over here for wireless listening mode. Plug in a pair of headphones and the audio from the Roku goes to your headphones instead of the TV. And it also has its own independent volume control, which can't, there we go. So volume up, volume down, that's for the headphone jack. So you can go ahead and stream away at the ungodly hours of the night without disturbing anyone else in the house. I will like this because it means I will be able to keep watching on our giant screen TV without waking the house up. There is no IR beamer up here because this is now, I don't think it's actually Bluetooth, I think it's some other technology that I forget exactly what it's called, but of course the details of that are on the Roku website. Let's open this up. Oh, this is very sticky, this wrapping here. There we go. So that's what it looks like with the wrapping off. And of course wrist strap, since this is also the enhanced gaming remote. Battery compartment has a nice little push button to release. And you just slide it down. And of course 2 AA batteries, which are included. Install those later. It just clicks open shut very nicely. So this is what really should have started with. This is the actual Roku 3. This is what it looks like. So it looks very similar to the 2, about the same size. I think it's maybe a little bit fatter. It looks more like a spaceship than a hockey puck. It is still a very nice looking device. Let's get the wrapping off of it here. There's a fair bit of wrapping. There we go. It's on the top. The nice giant 3. And this is nice and shiny, so I'm sure it'll be a good fingerprint magnet as well. Roku 3 again. This is an LED here for the power. The Roku purple flap. In the back, we've got power, reset, Ethernet, HDMI, and micro SD slot. On the left, we've got a USB port. And then some of the various bits of information on the back. So, if we take the cardboard bit out, I have a feeling this might be tricky to do one-handed, so I'm going to set the camera down again. Okay, so now the cardboard's out. On the right side here is the included batteries and in-ear headphones for wireless listening mode. For here on the right, or excuse me, the left, is the power adapter. Let's get the batteries out there. There we go. Just some generic batteries. So, this is the power cord. Fairly long cord. This looks pretty much just like the one used for the Roku 2 as well. Maybe a little bit different in design. That's that. These are the included headphones, nice and purple. These are in-ear, and they do, in fact, come with replacement buds of different sizes. So if they don't fit your ears, you've got, looks like a smaller and a larger option as well. But if I use any headphones, I'll probably be using either those or those. And then, finally, all the way down here at the bottom, hiding under everything else, some important product information, which is licensing agreement and whatnot. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and then show you what a first-time startup looks like. Okay, here we go. So we get some nice little hold music and a new startup screen. So this is here, since I'm going to be moving this to our bigger TV later. But that's the power light there. As you can see, really just need 2 cords, power, and HDMI. Here's the remote, which I put some rechargeable batteries into. And since I've picked it up, it realizes that I want to pair it. So I believe we're now paired, since it's no longer blinking. So, English. This is going to take me a while to get used to the fact that OK is now down here rather than on the D-pad. So, Wi-Fi. This has a new wireless chip in it, so it should be able to now do the 5 gigahertz band, I believe. So these are all my wireless networks. So go ahead and punch that in. So the keyboard is the same for the most part. No real difference with that. So let's go ahead and connect. Hopefully, anyway. Alright, so things like to do that a lot around here. Let's try that again. So let's try that one again. Probably not the Roku's fault. A lot of things here like to have trouble getting on our wireless the first time they try and connect. It's just weird for whatever reason. And it looks like this may in fact need a couple tries, so I'm going to cut and come back when we're finally at the next screen. Okay, so at last, after restarting one of my routers, finally got it to go through. So it's getting a software update already, even though it's brand new. So one of the things that I already discovered that's interesting is with the new wireless chip, The Roku actually now makes its own wireless network, which I think might be for the remote. So as the Roku is starting up, we do of course still have the blinking LED in front. The nice thing about the 3 is this is really fast to start up. In fact, that's a good 20 to 30 seconds faster than the 2XD. So, you do still need a computer to finish setting up your Roku. You're given a challenge code, which is that. Go over to your computer and pop it in. As you can tell, I've done this a few times now. So, if you don't have a Roku account already, you'll have to make one, but if you do have one already, you can just log in and go to Link New Roku, punch in that code, and no, I don't want Crapflix or Hulu Minus or Blockbuster, nor Disney or Fox or Dish. The Angry Birds for free I'll take, though. Jeopardy I'll skip, as well as all of those others. And there's some pencils in the way, but that's the continue button. So there we go. Paired on the computer. I'll give the Roku a moment to see that it's all paired. And now we have my 103 channels to install. These are going rather fast. Hopefully I've got enough space for all of these, since my primary Roku 2 has a microSD card in the back of it, but I don't think that's ever actually gotten used at all. So the game channels take a little bit longer to install than the other channels, but this is still installing rather quickly. So Angry Birds Space, again, is the free game that you get with the Roku 3. With the Roku 2 XS, which is what the Roku 3 essentially replaces, it was just regular old Angry Birds. So that being said, the Roku 2 XS is no longer made. It's now the XD, HD, and the LT. So, setup is all done. So here it is. At long last, the Roku does have a beautiful new interface. It's now a grid rather than the endlessly scrolling left and right. So this is what the new menu looks like. I've got my channels, the channel store, Roku search, got the settings, and then it just loops back. So in settings, got the about. Actually, looks like there's a couple more settings here. Themes, that is new. Looks like you can actually change the background now. Let's see. Theme changes apparently take a little bit of time. So indeed, Roku actually now supports themes, so that's really neat, and I don't believe they've actually mentioned that on the site, so there you go. You got some themes for your Roku now. Screensavers, got plenty of those. So you can set how long until the screensaver kicks in, as I'm pretty sure you could do before. That is the screensaver I like. So display type, you can choose between 720 or 1080. I'm pretty sure this is a 1080 display, looks like it. Audio mode, do stereo or surround. This is just stereo on this TV. So you can see that the remote's already paired. There's a little button down there to change the pairing. Time zone and clock. Some other various things. And reboot. So let's see what about shows. Oh look, you've got my email now. Oh well. So just various bits and pieces of info. So my channels got this wonderful grid. This is the new like featured channel / advertisement thing over there. This is oh so much better. So you'll have to reorder some of these though. So you can of course still nudge channels around. That's very fluid apparently to do. Let's see what the channel store looks like. Wow, that is very nice. Channel store doesn't load anymore, it simply appears. So that is very, very nice. And of course, if you already have a channel, like I already have Amazon, you can go to it right from the store. Fades in, and wow, that just came right up. So immediately, there's definitely some very nice speed improvements in the Roku. So you can search quite a few more things than you could before. You can now do movies, TV shows, you can do actors and directors, games, and channels. And Roku will search a number of channels that you have installed. Not all of them are supported yet, but one of the things that I like is that you can search for the name of a channel. So, let's see how well this auto-completes. So there we go, figured out what I wanted. Let's go to the channel. And that pops up very nicely. So, very, very fast, very fluid. The new design is absolutely fantastic. And the good news is if you have a Roku 2 XD, HT, or LT, so long as you have version or model 2500 or above for the HD, you'll get this new interface by about May. And that's definitely something I'm looking forward to for my other ones, because it's beautiful, it's very fast, but the very fast part is because this baby now has a dual core processor in it, and it definitely shows. It's really a fantastic upgrade, and I'm sure I'm gonna have quite a bit of fun with it. That's it.